Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oyinkan. If it's your first time stopping by, you darling, I'm definitely welcome. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing how much my first YouTube paycheck was and how much I made in total from YouTube in 2020. Now if that sounds like something that you would be interested in, then you definitely want to keep on watching. If it's your first time stopping by, hi, I would love to have you over here. Please hit that subscribe button down below to join this family, and guys, share this video with everyone who cares to watch it, everyone who is a curious cat. And yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Now, because I know that there are some people who just came to this video just to know how much I made as my first YouTube paycheck, I'm just gonna say my first YouTube paycheck was $507.34. That was my first YouTube paycheck, and it was paid as a direct deposit into my domiciliary account in Nigeria. So if that's what you came for, there you have it. That was my first YouTube paycheck. Bye. I kid. Don't go anywhere. Come back here, my darling. Come back here. Please, you guys will be watching my video to the end, and that will help me. When you watch the videos to the end, it actually does help my channel do better. So what I'm going to be telling you now is how long it took me to earn this $507 and how much YouTube paid me in general for the year 2020. Now, if you don't know, I joined YouTube in the year 2013, sometime in August in the year 2013. However, I did not start posting any videos till about February 12th of 2020. That was my first ever YouTube video. And if you don't know, you need to meet a criteria before you are accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. Now, the YouTube Partner Program is a program whereby you earn some coins, and I mean coins literally, especially when you're just starting. You earn some coins from the ads that play in your video. Like, you may have seen an ad in the beginning of this video, or you may have seen an ad in the middle. Sometimes I put ads in the middle. So those ads are how we get paid. Now let me just explain this to you quickly. Those ads are actually the important thing with determining how much you get paid. Now, you get paid per 1,000 views, per 1,000 monetized views. Maybe I should rephrase that. Per 1,000 monetized views, and you are paid based on your engagement with the ads, right? So if someone watches the ads all the way through to the end, I tend to make a little more money than if you skip those ads. Do you understand what I mean? Now, it's even better if you click on the ads and you're directed to the landing page of the ad, because it means that you were converted from the ad. I tend to make more money once you do that. I hope that explains how the money comes about in the first place, right? So the first thing that is important is watching the ads. Even seeing the ads in the first place is the most important thing. Watching the ads and then engaging with the ads. That is how your favorite YouTuber makes some money from Google AdSense. Okay, now there's a criteria for being accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. The first of which is that you must have 1,000 subscribers. Now, the duration that you use to gather this 1,000 subscribers doesn't really matter. The most important thing is that at the time that you're applying to be accepted into the program, you must have at least 1,000 subscribers. The second important criteria is that you must have at least 4,000 hours of watch time on your channel. Now, 4,000 hours of watch time is about 240,000 minutes. I know that seems like a very long time. Getting people to watch 240,000 minutes of your content is actually a really daunting task, but you can do it. Those 240,000 minutes must be gotten in 1 year. That's actually caveat. That's actually what makes it a little bit difficult, because that means that you must be consistent so that you can get 240,000 minutes in under 1 year. Because if it takes you longer than 1 year to get your 240,000 minutes, then it starts to count all over again. I hope that makes sense to you. Now, I'm just gonna explain some basic things. On YouTube, there's something called CPM, and that stands for cost per mil. And that cost per mil is literally how much advertisers are willing to pay to put an ad in front of your video. Do you understand what I mean? Now, sometime last year, YouTube introduced this new metric called RPM, and that means revenue per mil, and that is how much you as a creator get once ads are placed on your video. Do you understand what I mean? The CPM, which is the cost per mil, is different from the RPM, because the cost per mil is how much the advertisers are willing to pay, and the RPM is how much you get as a cut. Now, the reason why these values are different is because YouTube definitely gets a cut from that. You get the RPM and YouTube gets the difference in between. Do you understand? Now, there are a lot of factors that influence what your RPM is going to be, what your CPM is going to be, and how much you can potentially make on YouTube. Some of these factors include: number one, what type of content are you making? You have to be making advertiser friendly content. I have some videos on my channel that are not monetized because YouTube deemed them as not advertiser friendly, one of which is my what to expect when you're losing your virginity video. That video is not monetized. If you watch the video, you see that there are no ads on the video because YouTube doesn't think that that video is advertiser friendly. Another one is my abusive ex videos. That is also not monetized because YouTube does not think that the video is advertiser friendly. So you want to minimize how many unfriendly videos that you're putting on your channel so that you can potentially make more money. So I decided to switch up my location just for a little more variety. Now the next thing is your audience. Where is your audience from? Every YouTuber wants their audience to be from America, Canada, Australia, you know, those kind of countries, because the cost per mil in those countries is significantly higher because advertisers there are more willing to spend a little more money to put their products in front of you. While if your audience is from India, Pakistan, Nigeria, Ghana, your RPM and your CPM is significantly lower. Like for India, your CPM could be as low as 90 something cents. In Nigeria, the CPM is as low as $1, maybe 30 cents, maximum $2. While in the US, the CPM can be as high as $9, $10, $11. Do you see the difference there? The CPM directly influences how much your RPM is going to be. So you want to aim, quote and unquote, for videos that can be found in those kind of countries so that you can potentially make more money. Personally, think that the most important of these factors is your niche. So what niche are you talking about? Finance related videos, things like stockbroking, entrepreneurship, all those kind of niches tend to have a much higher CPM. Like I've heard of CPMs as high as $30, meaning that the RPM could be as high as $15 to $20. Can you imagine that? As opposed to comedy niches and vlogs and lifestyle niches in general, comedy niches have a much lower CPM, around like the $2 CPM range, and that means that their RPM will be about $1, while vlogs and lifestyle in general have a CPM of about $7 to $10 and thereabout. So now that that is out of the way, I'm going to head over to the computer so that I can, you know, show you guys how long it took me to earn this amount of money and how much YouTube paid me for the year 2020. I was monetized for about 6 months in 2020 because I actually got monetized on June 18 of 2020. So we're at my dashboard now and you guys can see that these are my current statistics. I've only made about $68 in the past 28 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to custom the search to the year 2020. I remember I told you I was monetized for only 6 months in 2020, and in those 6 months I made $453.65. That was how much I made from YouTube in 2020. I hope that you guys understand that, and yeah, let's move over to the next bit. So quick one, the thing with YouTube is you can't actually be paid until you make $100, but I increased my threshold to $1,000. However, I needed to cash out before then, which is why I reduced the threshold back to $500. And you can see that from January 1st to January 31st, these are my statistics. My first YouTube paycheck was the $507, and it took me 7 months to make that amount of money on YouTube. Very quickly, I want to take you guys to my revenue in the year 2020 so that you can see what I was telling you about the CPM and RPM. Now, my CPM was $7, meaning that advertisers were willing to pay that much. However, I was only paid $1.88 in RPM, and that's because I had a lot of views that were not monetized in 2020 because I was still trying to meet up with the requirements. However, now in 2021, you can see that my CPM has gone up a bit to about $7.25, and my RPM is $3 now. So in 2020, I have made $290 so far. Now I'm going to take you to my monthly revenue breakdown so that you guys can see how much money I have made month by month since I started making money on YouTube, which was in June. Now, I was monetized for only about 18 days in June, and I made about $30, like you can see right there. And I was just making a few coins here and there month by month, but my most successful month so far has been September of 2020, where I made $100. $801. So far I haven't been able to make up to that anymore, but I'm trusting that things will pick up, you know, as I continue to be more consistent. And also that's basically what my revenue looks like. As you can see, for May, in the 3 days in May, because I'm filming this on May 3rd, I've made $8 in May. And yeah, that's basically just what I wanted to tell you guys about this. So guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up if you enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button down below to join this family, and guys, share this video with everyone who cares to watch it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.